You would probably be living in a remote island if you've not noticed the disruption that's taking place across the globe. As I'm making this presentation on 11 June 2016, Brexit is taking center stage. The repercussions of Britain exiting the EU is huge. Many who don't evolve get left behind. No one is spared. It's a very different world today compared to just a decade back. All thanks to technology and the advent of this nifty device, which is the reason for this presentation. Yes, what I will be sharing with you today is that there's strength in numbers. The world as we know has become more scary or intimate, depending on how you perceive it. You either see it with a lot of skepticism and negativity, or you wake up excited with the opportunity it presents you. Before we begin, let me provide you with a brief introduction about myself. My name is Adrian, or known as Ad to some of my friends. If you're one of them, please indulge me for a moment. You can find me on Instagram via the nick fquanto. I'm a husband and father of two beautiful and mischievous girls, as you can see from the pic. Being an entrepreneur, investor and real estate advisor, I'm blessed to be able to be there and see my kids through their growing up years. No amount of money could ever replace that. It wasn't so when I first started out. I had my fair share of failed startups and business partnerships. 2 decades into the industry, I'm exposed to a variety of people in fields from technology to health to beauty to property, etc. The list goes on. I still remember the day I was hooked by the possibilities of my 28.8-bit dial-up modem, waiting for it to finish its, squeaking sounds to be open to a world of digital wonder. This was when I landed my first job in the mid-90s with a Singapore tech company, who were behind Singapore's first search engine called Technofine. Yes, Google wasn't even around yet. We were using Netscape as browsers and Lycos and Yahoo for searches. I would stay up till late every day after work perfecting my code for my website, just excited about showcasing my ability in work. Wowing friends from my hometown overseas and across the globe I did. Met a lot of new friends, and it has also opened doors for work and opportunities for me. The internet was the beginning of it all for me. So my story about the excitement that I feel for the web is how I see this concept and opportunity that I would like to share with you today. Remember the nifty device that I was telling you about? Smartphones. You got that right. As you know, all of us, I'm quite sure, unless you're a caveman or a cavewoman from Timbuktu, you'll probably be carrying one of these today. Did you know that there are 1.3 billion people in China currently, and 668 million of them are using their smartphones every day? Yes, the disruption that we talked about globally is actually caused by smartphones, not just the Chinese, but worldwide, right? We are doing things wirelessly, without cables. Back in the day, computers were still a form of device that we thought we are using wirelessly, but we don't carry our laptops into the washroom or bathroom, right? But our mobile phones do. When was the last time you presented your photo album, the physical one, to your friends, instead of using your phone to share your photos and videos with them? See, the world is changing, as you know. So let's have a look at some latest trends that are shaping our world today. Facebook, the most popular media provider that creates no content. Alibaba, the most valuable retailer that has no inventory. Spotify, the most popular music service provider that does not own any music rights. Instagram, the most valuable photo company that does not sell a single camera. Netflix, the world's largest movie house that does not own a single cinema. WhatsApp, the most popular messaging app that does not own any telco. Airbnb, the largest accommodation provider that does not own a single property. And Uber, the world's largest taxi company that does not own a single transport. Do you see a trend among these brands? Well, let's have a look at successful billionaire founders for comparison. Apple, Samsung were the early technology business. As you can see, based on the revenue and its valuation, the technology business is 1 to 3 times for the duration of years it took for them to grow the business. But if you look at the mobile app business, starting from Airbnb all the way up to Uber and WhatsApp had a whopping 1,466% in terms of its revenue and its valuation. Okay, let's have a look at the business valuation in more detail. Traditional business with a revenue of 100 million, with a profit of 5 million, has a multiplying effect of 8 to 15 times from its valuation of 50 million, right? If you look at technology business, it's the same, 105 million, 30 times to 50 times, which is about 150 million. But mobile apps, okay, the multiplication effect, it's way more than what we see here. Currently now, as you know, they are valuated way above its valuation, 3 billion. Okay, the recent news that I saw, which was by Tencent. Since we're on the topic of WhatsApp, Tencent is a company behind WeChat. Okay, they are looking at buying Supercell for $9 billion. Go look it up. Just Google it. Quite sure the news was out yesterday on the 8th. Was it 10 of June? So today's 11. So see, it's just astounding. So some questions that we usually ask ourselves: how's the economic condition in your country? What is your competitive edge in your business or occupation? Will we ever have a chance to be a millionaire? How can we capitalize on this growing mobile industry that is booming? One way is compete with the giants. Chances for success is low. Another, we work for them. So that means that there's no chance for your own success. If you invest in the giants, it's only possible if they get listed. Okay, now let me just share a little bit about Ivan. You can Google him out. His story is remarkable. What a track record. Our friend is the founder of this company that I would like to share with you. But before he got into all this, he's the guy behind Thai Express. So he grew the restaurant, the concept restaurant then, from 1 all the way up to 100 odd across Asia, with 2,000 staff, 100 plus restaurants across, and the company was acquired for 100 million. So, having garnered top entrepreneur awards, through the years, the news media has been following him very closely to find out what his next move is with the 100 million that he has. So our friend Chad is going to look into the mobile industry. That's where his site is, the mobile apps market. To date, there is approximately 25 billion downloads for year 2015. Apple Store generated up to 20 billion in terms of revenue. 50 billion downloads for Google Play, and estimated 6 billion revenue was made through it. Now, Gartner Research estimates a total app download of 268 billion by the year 2020. So, out of the mobile apps market, as you can see, which one in particular generates the most revenue? 33% is games. The closest rival to it is miscellaneous, which is a combination of various apps which are not in utility, social, lifestyle, which is entertainment. So the focus that Ivan is looking into is games, as it is projected to exceed 101 billion by the year 2020. Okay, let's have a look at a game that I'm quite sure we've all seen it. If you're on Facebook, probably seen the ad campaign done by Arnold Schwarzenegger, someone famous, where he was in the elevator, and they were all vying for his mobile phone to launch the missile strike. Did you know that it can cost up to $40 million to produce a campaign like that? Think about it. I'm quite sure you've seen the Kate Upton Game of War production as well. It's by the same company. So millions are invested, all in hopes to get gamers to download and try the game for free. Okay, think about it. Just by seeing the ad does not translate into a conversion of someone downloading. As you can see, there is a statistics that indicated that out of 100 users, that downloads the app, only 2.2% actually pays for it. But yet, the gaming industry is so lucrative. Hence, the idea behind GToken and VENVICI. A little bit of a background for GToken and VENVICI. GToken is the digital currency that Ivan is introducing into the platform. VENVICI is the sole marketing company behind GToken. The idea is simple. What he came up with is something very revolutionary, which I'll share in a minute. Introducing the GToken platform. Imagine a platform connecting game and app developers with end users, empowering both developer and end users through participation in CPI, which is cost per install, and CPA, which is cost per action campaigns. What that translates into is a win-win situation where the game and app developer wants downloads. The more the downloads, the better the ranking. The goal is to achieve maximum downloads, and then in translation, generate the revenue required. It's for the end user. Imagine being able to make money via the platform when someone downloads an application or a game. Pretty amazing, right? Yes, this platform is truly revolutionary. We haven't seen anyone like it today. So you can click on the link to experience this, and I've actually prepared a video on the next slide to guide you through it. Alright, here's the mobile business opportunity that I really want to share with you personally, and I hope it's a fit for you. So before I touch on the VIP packages that are being offered, please take the time to go through the GToken tutorial and get yourself registered, and before you start, if you can. So in a nutshell, how you start profiting is when you become a reseller. So it's a $50 one-time registration fee, which would then allow you to have a debit card of your own personalized landing page with your own referral ID, and the company will send you a USB with marketing material and information about the company itself. So let me just explain in more detail what the various packages offer. You have, as you see, the basic, which is $100, the silver, which is $300, the gold, which is $1,000, the platinum, which is $5,000, and the diamond, which is $10,000. So with $100, you're given 200 GT. So basically what that encompasses is that for $100, you stand to make up to $200, because one GT entitles you to $1. So I hope you are following so far. As you can see, with $300, you're given 750 GT. These GTs are used in app and game purchases. Apart from that, they are also used whenever a direct referral is made by yourself, when someone signs up through you and purchases these packages themselves. They are used to be converted into cash. Just bear with me for a while, and so that you can follow the case study that I'll be sharing in more in-depth on how this thing works. So for the USD 1000, you have 3000. That's up to about 3 times the amount. So for $1,000, you stand to earn up to $3,000. So for the $5,000, $17,500, and 10,000 up to $40,000 of game tokens are provided for you. So that's $40,000 that you can earn, up to 4 times the amount. And then if you've noticed, each package or each account consists of one income center. They're kind of like physical retail outlets that you run, that carries products. So for the platinum as well as the diamond, you have noticed that for the platinum, it has 4 income centers. So you can earn up to 4 times the amount, and the diamond up to 13 times. Okay, so this is where the breakdown payment schemes are being done, which I'll touch on further and more in depth once we get this presentation off the road. I'm going to be sharing a little bit more in terms of strategies and things you can do. So meantime, feel free to get in touch and connect with me if you want. and check out the GToken in terms of the GT explanation of how this works, the case study. Alright, let's have a look at our first case study. Assuming that you open an account for 10,000 and you find someone, put in 1,000 for it, and then that someone manages to find someone but just decided to open a small amount for 100, and then he goes on to find someone with, or who believes in the business, puts in $10,000. Okay, so you know, whenever you do a sale or you make a sale in terms of investment or purchase of game tokens, you get a 50% direct referral commission, okay, which is $5,000. So let's have a look at what that means in terms of game tokens, in terms of GT. 1 GT equals to $1 US. Okay, so for $5,000, that is equivalent to 5,000 GT. Okay, just follow me for a while. All right, that is supposed to be paid to the person who's referring the sale. Okay, now let's have a look at the GTs available for each package that is purchased. For a $10,000 package, you have 40,000 GT. For the $1,000 package, you have 3,000 GT. For the $100 package, you have 200 GT. Okay, so now let's do the math. For the 5,000 to be paid out to the direct sponsor, it requires 5,000 GT. The computer system will do a tracking by midnight, and that amount needs to be paid out. So let's have a look at the direct sponsor who has $200 or 200 GT worth, which will get him $200 worth of money. All right, so 5,000 minus 200 GT, that is 4,800 GT left, because the person who bought the 200 GT bought it for a $100 package. He's only able to earn up to a maximum of $200, as you can see. The remaining 4,800 GT needs to be paid out to someone else, which in this case, the system will track the direct sponsor of the $100 package. As you can see, the $1,000 package sponsor has 3,000 GT, so the 4,800 remaining GT will be given to the $1,000. Unfortunately, he has only 3,000 GTs, so in his case, he stands a chance to earn $3,000. Okay, but there is 1,800 GT remaining, as you can see. So now the system will track the direct sponsor of the 1,000 itself. As you can see, it will automatically go up to the direct sponsor who has 40,000 GT from the 10K account. So in this case, 40,000 minus 1,800, the 10K account will have 38,200 GT left. And so just by having a group of people that he recommended to purchase the product, he ends up earning $1,800. Okay, now let's look at the case scenario for the $100. If he knew that he could have earned $5,000 just by referring the 10,000, what would he have done? Instead of just, or making the sale of $200, for not doing anything, he realizes that, wow, my sale is good. I sold out all my stocks for 200 GT and I earned $200. The natural progression for someone like that would be to top up, right? So in his case, if he wanted to earn the 5,000 GT, he would have decided to get the $5,000 package, right? Earning him 17,500 GT. So $1,000 package sponsor guy would stand to earn the 2,500 GT, right? As you can see, the direct sponsor. But in his case, he's already used up the 3,000 GT. So the $2,500 or 2,500 GT from the system will look for the direct sponsor above. In this case, the $10,000 guy, which had 40,000 GT, now he has 38,200 minus the 2,500. So he's left with 35,700 GT, and he, on this case study, would have earned an additional $2,500. I hope this makes sense to you. Alright, okay, now let's have a look at the packages that are being offered today. Now, case study 2. Okay, imagine one opens an account for $1,000. Okay, you found someone to buy a $5,000 package, and you found someone else to put in $1,000 in terms of GToken products, and then the 5,000 found a $10,000 guy. All right, so as you can see, for the $1,000 package, you have a left and you have a right. Okay, and the subsequent third person will have to fall on the left or the right again. Okay, now, but if you had purchased the 5,000 package, which we indicated you have 4 income centers. So in this case, 5,000 plus an additional 3 legs. So let's say, for instance, he found a $5,000 person that invested in $5,000 worth of game tokens, and then he found a $1,000 guy, and then the $10,000. Okay, in this case scenario, now whenever you have a left or right, okay, we call this the community development incentive, which 5%, okay, will be paid out to you for the lower leg amount. So in this case, which is 1,000, 5% of 1,000 is $50. Okay, but as you can see, you only have a left or right. So, but if you look at the $5,000 package, which has 3 legs with the left and right, 5,000 and 1,000, 5% of the CDI will be paid out, which is $50. And then you have a left and right of 1,000 and 10,000 of the lower leg, which is still 5% of 1,000, which is $50. But on top of that, you have the 5,000 and the 10,000, okay, which is the 5% of 5,000, which is $250. So just having the 5K account, you can see in terms of your community development incentive, you stand a chance to earn up to 100 plus, 50-50, 100 plus 250. That's a total of $350 as compared to the 1K account, which only has a left and right, which is $50. I hope that gives you a better idea on what the community development incentive is all about. Alright, here we have GToken events that are conducted through the years, 2015 in China, and not too long back in Singapore, where in collaboration with Tamiya, VENVICI did a live race event at Capitol Theatre for the launch of the new game Pocket Races. Apart from that, we have the inaugural recognition rally held by VENVICI at Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. This was just last month, in May. So a little bit about the founder, GToken, Ivan Lee, as you know. And we have Brendan Lowe, which is a co-founder, the managing director. Brendan is also the guy behind the application development and tech development. Last but not least, we have LV Tang, which is the VENVICI managing director, the brains behind the success of GToken. LV has an amazing track record as well. Just astounding, So it's just amazing just to be part of the company and where the future lies for the company. Okay, still not convinced? Let's have a look at the overall system in a nutshell. Here we have GToken, the world's first crowdsourced mobile publisher, advertising platform, and digital currency. So we have GT as the digital token. You can check out the link, to understand it further. And over here we have VENVICI, the sole marketing arm for GToken, offering business and VIP package plans to drive GT campaigns and provide payouts to resellers and marketers. Check out the link as well. So here we have the Play Token platform, where mobile content and discovery for new games and new apps are being introduced by app developers as well as game developers to users via the platform. So through downloads, profits are made when points are gained and converted from points and GT. You can check out the link to understand further as well. So in a nutshell, we have a product, a GToken digital product that game and app developers use. Resellers and marketers, which are the end users, would viral the thing to market the game as well as the apps in terms of the package that it offers via the GT product, providing sales as well as downloads, driving profits, and a win-win situation for all. So let me go through them in more detail. There's 2 directions, strategies that are being implemented successfully. One, as we mentioned, through downloads. If you're coming in as a reseller, you can focus on downloads. And the other is the business portion, which many are very attracted to and are doing very well because of this, which is the 50% direct referral commission payout. So I'm going to talk about the downloads first. Here, if you own a community, an online community, forum, own a business with high traffic flow, many resellers are focusing on this because it provides easy implementation and integration. I'll share a story with you. So here's an example of an owner in Taiwan who's doing very well, for this platform. What he does is that he has an average of 1,000 customers a day. So by offering free upsize to customers for downloading 2 games, which is about $1 each, while they wait. So assuming that the upsize cost is 50 cents for it. So if you look at the math, $1.50 for a drink because of 2 game downloads, which is $2 minus the 50 cents upsize cost, times 1,000 customers a day. That is $1,500 per day. Think about it. This is, crazy. Yes. Okay. Another way you can implement the business is if you're a business owner or a part-time homemaker looking to make some money. Whenever a business package or VIP package is being introduced and purchased, the company is very generous in its commission. Just for referral, by referring a sale, it pays out 50%. Just think about it, for the packages, especially the 5,000 and 10,000 VIP packages. The payout is $2,500 for the 5,000 because of the 50% comp, and $5,000 for the 10,000 package. Whenever you introduce someone who sees the opportunity, who believes in the plan, and buys it through you. So, yes, this is what the company does, and a lot, especially in Taiwan and Singapore right now, a lot of resellers and marketers are profiting. Huge amount of profits. 1 week, 18,000. In terms of commission paid out. Some, there was a high income earner within a month, he made $40,000. Very successful results through just these 2 strategies. There are many other creative strategies that can be implemented, which we can discuss further in private. Feel free to connect and check us out. So I'm going to talk about how it all began. Started in December 2014 with about 6,000 users in Singapore. The company then went on to introduce last year in December 2015, launched the affiliate and the restructuring payment program, where it was a massive success with 100,000 users on board right now. And why is it that GToken is different compared to the competitors out there? As you know, the gaming platform and publishers are plenty, but none of them address the most pressing need of the industry, which is discovery and the war of user acquisition. Campaigns run in the million. There's no way a small-time developer can compete. GToken recognizes this, alright, and we provide retention of high-quality users as well as significant boosts for KPI for our partners. So, to date, if you look at the GToken stats for its traffic, we have 500,000 registered users, and it's growing by 12% every month. 25 million GTokens were purchased, growing at a rate of 10% every month. So then, why would you not ride the wave of a potential giant? First mover pioneer advantage. Imagine exponential growth because it's still very new. This platform was just recently introduced in Singapore in March, and in Taiwan December last year. So the company is expanding right now globally, and we're on the lookout for resellers, for you to open up the markets. Here we have a wide range of packages that fits your budget. Think about it. A business can be started as low as $100. It's not a quick get-rich scheme or investment scheme. You have to put in the work, but it's a stable and solid one, as you can see. And you have packages all the way up from $100 all the way to $10,000. It's very easy to start. Buy the app. Once you become a reseller, you refer someone virally, you start profiting virtually, and you get paid globally. anywhere around the world. Anybody that signs up through you, they can then receive the commission or referral payouts or download payouts to their debit card using the TransferX debit card, which the details will be provided on how you register for one, where the company will send you the card anywhere around the world. Very attractive high direct referral commission payout at 50%. A stable and solid recurring reward plan like no other. So we have, various group bonuses. Once a certain community development is hit, once you start growing, this is where, they talk about how, the recurring and the pyramid scheme will actually payouts in terms of its payment will really grow like no other. And there's a huge global market for you to tap on. You can open markets just with your mobile. Why GToken and its platform? No processes and approvals required. Physical consumers like FDA approvals, etc., for the various countries you're trying to get your physical product into. No expiry shelf life. As you know, a digital product is infinite. No transportation costs, no rental costs, no storage costs, overheads and things like that. Issues that you face, that are cut into your profits. Everything's digital. Digital product can be easily consumed and profited as well. As you know, upon purchase of your package, GTs, at the end of the day, let's say you didn't do anything, it still can be downloaded on your own, and you can be profiting just on your own after a period of time and still not make any losses. The product's still there. And apart from that, you can use your GTs to make online purchases, which vendors and the companies negotiating amazing deals for products and luxury products, etc., through its e-commerce platform and other vendors as well to come on board, where you can actually get amazing offers and buy them using your GT. You can only grow better, especially more so when more and more game and app developers see the potential and you're coming on board as we're speaking. New apps, new games are being added weekly, monthly right now. It can only advance and evolve through time. As you know, a digital product, one thing great about it is that it can be improved and it can evolve. And the last bit, you're backed by a legal and legitimate Singapore-based company with a very strong track record. You can check out the company's profile. Feel free to get in touch, and I'm more than happy to share those with you. Okay, here we have the overall online access provided to you. Feel free to check them out. From presentations to registrations to Play Token platform, how-to guide, GToken plans, usage and case studies, VENVICI access start guide, company OPP opportunity presentation in various languages, the withdrawal request procedure, as well as the TransferX debit card and activation manual for your payments. So yes, thank you. Let's connect. As always, I'd like to get to know you personally and help in any way possible, especially if you signed up through my affiliate link. Would like to add as much value as I can and help you in any way possible. Feel free to connect with me online. Here's to our success. Have a great day and week ahead.